Very good morning, students. I hope you are healthy and safe. For the new students, let me introduce myself. Children, I am Isha Gupta and I'll be taking your English classes from now. You have already completed chapter 1 in Reader, so from today I'll carry on with the chapter 2. So, our chapter is the inauspicious justice. Okay, there are two words. First is inauspicious and the second is justice. The meaning of inauspicious is unlucky or unfortunate. Means showing signs that something is not good. And justice means fair treatment of people. So in this chapter, we'll see these two words. There's a lesson based on these two words. What is something is inauspicious in this, and how it turned into a justice. Let's start. Before you read Akbar, the Mughal ruler was well known for his just rule, but sometimes he made mistakes, and that is when his witty and intelligent minister Birbal would step in. Birbal was one of the nine gems of Akbar's court, and though Akbar valued Birbal's advice, he would often put his intelligence to test. There are many such incidents. Given below is an extract of one such incident. So, children, I think you must have read stories about Akbar Birbal. You must have heard stories from your parents as well as grandparents regarding Akbar and Birbal. Akbar was a Mughal emperor. He was a Mughal ruler, and he was well known for his just rules. Means he was well known for his fair rules. He was very fair, very equal with his people. But whenever he made any mistake, his intelligent and clever minister, that is Birbal, would step in and he would correct him. Birbal was one of the nine gems of Akbar's court, and though Akbar valued Birbal's advice, he would often put his intelligence to test. There were nine gems in Akbar's court, and one of the gems was Birbal. And it is your responsibility, children, to find out the names of other eight gems. And Birbal was very close to him, close to Akbar. He was so intelligent, and since he was so intelligent, Akbar would often test his intelligence. And there are many such incidents, many such examples based on this. And given below is one such incident, which we'll look. Let's start the chapter. One morning, when Emperor Akbar was looking out of his window, he saw a hawker pushing his loaded cart. The hawker, on noticing the emperor, quickly bowed his head and went on his way. Akbar did not pay any attention to him and proceeded for his daily bath. So one morning, what happened? While Akbar was looking out from his window, he saw a hawker. Hawker means people who are selling things on road. People who are selling things on cart on road. So he saw a hawker. He was carrying things in a loaded cart. He was pushing his cart. So when that hawker saw the emperor, he quickly bowed his head out of respect because he has seen his king. So and Akbar did not pay any attention and he proceeded for his daily routine. He did not pay attention since that hawker was a small man. So he was doing his work. So he proceeded to do his daily routine. And he went to take his bath. On completing his bath, he unfortunately tripped and fell down. He was in great pain with a swollen ankle and had to be helped back to rest. He had to miss an important meeting with his courtiers. So while after completing his bath, what happened? He unfortunately tripped and fell down. Means he fell down, and the moment he fell down, he had a great pain in his, and his ankles were swollen. and he could not help. He means he was in great pain and agony. But on that day, he had an important meeting which he had to miss because of that severe pain. Now, what happened? He decided to conduct his affairs from home and enjoy the company of his trusted courtier, Birbal. So, since he was in great pain, he decided that he will do his work from home only and he'll call Birbal and they'll enjoy and do the work. However, unfortunately, Birbal had also decided to take that lay off and hence could not be contacted. So, what happened, unfortunately, very sadly, that day Birbal also took off, means he was on holiday and so he could not be contacted. Feeling dejected, Akbar asked for something to drink. However, before he could even take a sip, a fly fell into his juice. Thus, Akbar remained thirsty. So, since Akbar was sad, because first of all, he slipped after bathing, then Birbal was also not present. So he asked something to drink. Whenever we feel very low, very sad, if we drink something juice or anything, any refreshing thing, we feel good. So he also asked for something to drink. But before he could drink that, a fly it fell into his juice, and as the fly fell on in his juice, so of course he was not able to drink that juice. So he remained thirsty. Some time later, Emperor Akbar got the news that his wife's brother had been hurt in an accident and that she had rushed to see him. So later on, he got the news that his wife's brother he also got hurt in an accident, and so his wife went to see him. As the day progressed, he felt quite lonely and nothing seemed to work right. So the day was passing, the day was continuing. So as the day was continuing, he was very lonely because Birbal was also not with him and his wife was also not with him. His wife had gone to see her brother. So he felt very lonely and he thought that nothing is going correctly. Things came to a head in the evening when he quarreled with his wife and threw a tantrum all at his helpers. Tired and upset, he went to bed and wondered why he had such a bad day. Means things came to head, means everything was going on, means all the troubles were going on. The situation became very bad. Where is it? Yes, situation was getting worsened. So he also quarreled with his wife, means he fought with his wife and he was showing so much tantrums at his helpers. The helpers were helping him out, but he was showing all sort of tantrums, means nakhde, kind of nakhde which you people show to your mother often. Tired and upset, he went to bed and wondered why he had such a bad day. So after having that long and sad day, in the evening he went to bed and he was thinking that why was my day so bad. That's when he suddenly remembered seeing the hawker. Then suddenly that hawker came into his mind. He was soon convinced that the inauspicious face of the hawker had been the cause of all his trouble. So he remembered, he was soon convinced, he was very sure that in the very morning he had seen the face of hawker and he is the reason why all this trouble, why he was in such a trouble. He considered him as inauspicious, means he thought that hawker's face was bad to him, unfortunate. That is why all these things were happening to him. The next day he called a meeting. He ordered his men to search for the hawker and sentenced him to death. So the next day he called a meeting and he ordered his men, his soldiers, to search that very hawker and hang him to death, means to give him a punishment, and in that punishment he was to be given death. The poor hawker, surprised and shocked at being sent to the gallows, begged for a meeting with Birbal before being hanged. So that poor hawker, he was quite surprised and shocked because he was sent to gallows. Gallows means the people. See, the meaning of gallows is a structure where people are killed by hanging. So those days, when punishment was given, the people were sentenced to be hanged. So it is a structure where people were killed. So when he got the news that Emperor Akbar had ordered sentence to death for him, so he begged for a meeting with Birbal before being hanged. He told them that I want to meet Birbal before I get the punishment. Birbal came to meet him. Soon, the day of his hanging arrived, and the executioner asked him his last wish. So, after some time, his hanging day arrived, and the executioner, means the person who is responsible for hanging, he asked him his last wish. The hawker said that he wished to make a proclamation to the people of the city. He told that the hawker told that executioner that he wanted to make a proclamation, means he wanted to make a public announcement. He wanted to say something to the public. So he wished to warn them not to see the emperor's face early in the morning, or else he would be sentenced to the gallows just like him. So during that public announcement, he told that he warned the audience, he warned the people of the city that they should not see the emperor's face early in the morning, or else they could also be sentenced to death like him. The executioner was surprised at this unique request and informed Emperor Akbar about the hawker's proclamation. So the executioner, means the person who is responsible to hang. He was quite surprised with at his request, and he informed Akbar regarding all this, regarding the public announcement he made. Akbar immediately sent for the hawker. Means, what is the meaning of sent for the hawker? Mm-hmm. Sent for the hawker means uh, he immediately sent for the hawker, means he went to call he sent somebody to call the hawker. The courtiers were surprised to see him free the hawker and give him a bag of gold coins. So the courtiers, the people present in his court, they all were surprised to see the hawker free, and the emperor also gave him a bag full of gold coins. Akbar had realized that his proclamation could only have been thought out by Birbal. So he understood, Emperor Akbar, he understood that this proclamation, this public announcement, this idea of public announcement was the idea of Birbal. He immediately thanked him for preventing an innocent person hanging and also opening his eyes to the injustice of his order. So he realized his mistake and he thanked Birbal for preventing an innocent person. Means this hawker was not guilty, he had not done anything wrong, but still he was hanged to death. So uh, Akbar thanked him for this advice, and he and also opening his eyes, means he was doing something wrong. So with this he could see the truth to the injustice of his order, means he had done an injustice. He thought that only by seeing the face, everything, whatever wrong had happened to him, it was just because of the face he saw early in the morning, but this is not correct. All right, so he thanked him. Now what is the moral of the story? That one should not judge anybody by face. A face of somebody is not unlucky or unfortunate. It is our deeds. We are responsible for our deeds, not anybody else. I hope you understood the chapter.